what's poppin', 6 here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another edition of Scuffed and Scary Saturdays. Y'all know the drill. We are here to watch some scary videos, and I have a bit of a change to the series that I want to just talk about really quick. This is more of a change for me rather than anything you guys should notice. Essentially, the way I've done Scuffed and Scary the last year or so since its existence, has been that I find scary videos and then we react to them. That's the basic formula. Because of the very admittedly light workload I usually have with Scuffed and Scary, just because of it's me reacting, like I really don't have to play anything out or anything like that. I usually try to have the episodes a bit longer, and to do that I usually have to find 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 videos. I usually save, you know, that 6th video for the finale episodes. And the reason I do it like that is because I don't want one really long video in the middle of the episode, because I just feel like that would be a lot to take in. But recently I've come to an epiphany with a certain type of horror, and I'll get to it in a second. But I was just kind of like, a lot of these are longer. I want to include some in the series because this is the type of horror I don't think I've ever reacted to in Scuffed and Scary, which is crazy. And I'm like, as long as the video reaches a certain length, so it's actually something you guys can watch. Like, I don't want to put out, I think the shortest Scuffed and Scary I've ever put out was this season. I think it was like the 36-minute one. As long as the video hits that like 40-minute mark or so, I really don't care how many videos there are. Long story short, starting from here on out, I am going to be having a bit of longer videos, and it might just result in me only reacting to like 1 or 2 videos. Never 1, probably more like 2 or 3, but I used to always try and get like at least 4 or at least 5. But now it's just gonna be, if there's one really long video, then we're only gonna react to like minimum of 2 videos that week, which is what's happening this week. However, this week it is going to be like last week, where I have two videos. I have, one of them has 5 videos in it, but it's its own separate idea, and then another one is just one longer video. I'm very excited because I realized, and I've been hooked on it recently, I don't think I've ever, even just on my channel in general, I don't think I've ever uploaded anything analog horror. I think I might have one time. I've been watching a lot of them recently on my own time, and I've really been getting back into analog horror. So this week we got 2 analog horror series. I'm hyped to get into this though. I want y'all to see this. Sit back, relax, grab some snacks. Go ahead and get yourself some taco dip. You can make it, or go get a store-bought, some tortilla chips to go with that taco dip, and go ahead and wash that down with a nice cold cream soda. One of my less talked about sodas. I know I'll be gassing up Dr. Pepper a lot, but cream soda is still up there. And with all that being said, first video. Alright, this first video I have here, I guess I say this first series that I have here is called Alice in Dreams. It is an analog horror series, and it is by EXP Goat. I think I said in my intro that this was 5 episodes. It is 4 episodes with a teaser. We're gonna skip the teaser because the next part is already out. If you couldn't tell by the name, this is an Alice in Wonderland analog horror series, which Alice in Wonderland is definitely, I love that concept and thoughts of like analog horror, because Alice in Wonderland is a crazy concept. I actually was last year, and I need to get back on it because I kind of just stopped, and there wasn't really a reason for me stopping, but I actually was getting into I was playing Alice Madness Returns. That is a very good game. I love that game. And I think I got around the midway point of the game and I just stopped playing it. I don't know why I stopped playing, because I was really enjoying it. But I'm like, Alice in Wonderland horror series, let's get it in. I'm excited to see what this is. I've never seen anything on it. Like, there's been some popular analog horror series that I've like seen, but when I was looking up analog horrors the other day to react to, this one came up and I had never seen it. I had never seen anyone react to it. I was like, okay, word, let's get it in. I'm hyped. At least, oh, hold on. Is this? Is it English? Okay, she goes through. Yeah, right, we got the fuck out of there. He was like, this shit getting creepy. Bro, look at her face, bro, with the rabbit mask on. Okay. she's go. Okay, she's getting transported. I was like, what is going on? Some animal cores do start out a little bit slower. We getting there though. You can already see the elements. Lobotomy. Oh, I was like, is that a okay? So they got English and English subtitles basically. Oh. Okay. What? Yo, watching this without sound is crazy. Oh. 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 Yo, that shit just threw me off because okay, now she I'm not gonna act like I'm like fully brushed up on my Alice in Wonderland type knowledge either. She like a room with like a jester, like a clown or whatever. Yo. It's time to go out. Yeah, get up out of there. Yo, yeah, no. I think the I'm not falling into the void. Yo, can I talk? I'm not gonna be able to talk during this. I'm so sorry. Why do I have to swallow these pills? Right, because she. Right, because Alice had to take like medication. Oh, it's the cat, bro. What the f? Huh? Oh. For real? Okay, puts it back on. Okay. I dig the style of this, by the way. She wakes up. It was a dream. You and your psych ward, bro. Okay, hey. Like I said, I have a playlist up, so it's just gonna keep going. I was just trying to say the style of analog core is usually this one's doing something a bit different with like the more cartoonish, excuse me, visuals, but they always have that creepy vibe. It's just like no sound. It's a collection of videos, and you just watch what happens. I think I might have been describing Obelisk as more of a VHS style, that is typically what analog cores are, a VHS style or like found footage almost. But Obelisk was an analog core, and I just couldn't think of the words for it. This next one's the longest one in the series. It's called Alice the Looking Glass. So Alice in Dreams the Looking Glass. Back with this lobotomy shit, bro. Oh my god. What was that? Whew. Thought somebody was knocking for a second. Alice Lindell, 18 years old, schizophrenia. Yeah, patient experiences bouts of violence and disassociation from society. Lobotomy accepted. Okay. Yep. Like I said, one of the most basic plot lines of Alice is that she comes back and people are like, yo, you did not see that shit. You are crazy. So I got a real PNG of a cat, bro. Okay. Yo, this real ass cat in this world is throwing me off so bad. Wait, why? Oh, the looking glass. She touched the mirror. Did she go through? She's somewhere. Oh no, she's okay. She just straight fainted. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The story of Alice and Wonderland, especially some of the, I think there's uh American McGee's Alice, and then I think there's Alice Madness Returns as like the two most popular games. Bro, those games is for real. Like, drink me, and you just gonna do it? Oh, this is the potion that makes her shrink. But the concept for like Alice in Wonderland is so, this is horror disguised as something nice, but this person went all in on it. Oh. The chess piece got teeth? Is she like, huh? That this is slowly, what did that say? I'm so sorry. That this is slowly eating you. I think she's at her house in this shrunken down state so she can get through, like, yeah, cracks in the wall and stuff like that. Okay, what's good, y'all? What what we doing? Oh, you got a car? What is that? Oh, okay. We're on stage. I was like, what is that? Oh. Is that a brain being split into two? Oh, mutilation is a cure. Is not a cure. It is hell. I mean, yeah, I figured the brain literally just split in two. Like, I'm telling you, if you're looking down on her. Oh, it's the egg. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Or, oh, yeah, y'all got that. Spanish speakers assemble. I don't know what that should say, bro. I don't even know if that's Spanish. I think it is. Yeah, he's cooked. And the gate's open. It's just her going through Wonderland, and like everything that happened in the original story is just more dark and sinister, because especially if you played the games, bro, motherfuckers was dying. All right, like Wonderland was no happy incident. Not when Alice got there. What the hell? What? Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Yeah. Get. Okay, so she's in her little hospital still. She's just seeing this all through the glass. Okay. Vorpal memory. It's the sword. Yeah. Where's she going? Alice went down to the darkest place of the mind, this basement of the subconscious. Okay. She finna fight whatever is in there. She trying to get some rest. Oh. Who is that? That's not her, right? What's good, man? Who am I? Okay. Yeah, double tap. Oh, we just in the, wait, where'd she go? Yo, what, where did she fall? Is that a hole? Yo, she just fell. Okay, yeah, she did what she had to do. Damn, took the beak off too, bro. Or the trunk. Yo. Okay, this is the one that was a teaser, like I said. So I'm actually gonna, I mean, I could watch it. It's 18 seconds, but I think it's literally for the next episode. Yeah, this series seems like it's just, Alice, like I said, Allison, like that whole story is no, it has that plaster on to make it seem like it always like something for kids or whatever, but the darker story behind it is there. Like Wonderland, like I said, people was dying. Alice had to overcome mental troubles. No one was believing her. So this series is just like a delve into the darker side of what Alice in Wonderland really was about, bro. It's her overcoming her mental, doing things she did not want to do so that she could be happy, bro. And then the people in Wonderland, you know, whatever was happening to them was happening to them because she had to do what she had to do. Okay, this one's called Teaser. We'll just watch it. It's 18 seconds. So okay, there she goes. What? Oh. Tomorrow. Oh, fuck tomorrow. Right now, we going. This next one is called. What is this called? The White Rabbit. Okay. Let's get it in. You got a whole opening for this one. I think that's because there was a jump in time from when he made that Looking Glass one to this one. Presented like a cartoon episode, bro. The same cat. What up, man? I'm assuming we're gonna go follow that. She like, what the hell? Actually, she probably not fazed by this at this point. Allison's seen so much. Look at the upgraded. I don't know if it's supposed to be upgraded or if it's just supposed to be different, but like the visuals look way different from the last one. Where we at? Okay, there's like a tunnel. This is from the opening. We jump down. Oh, yo. The other thing with analog horrors is that time is running out, Alice. Typically nothing jumps at you, so oh shit. So when they do it, it gets, I did not expect that. Sanity doesn't last long in a place like this. Yep. Those lines. Dive in and find the parasite. You are not broken, Alice. She's back in Wonderland. She's going back. Yo, we miss you. Cause see, this is after she left one of those times. You can tell when she's in Wonderland by obviously the dresses that she's wearing. When she's in Wonderland, she's more of this majestic looking type of Alice. Grown up and older, longer hair. What the fuck? It said dive in and find the parasite. What the hell? Yo, like I would not be. And she's just going, bro. Never. I would not have the strength to do this. Just take me, bro. Oh, she's back in here. Look, that's blood on the ground now. They hurt me. I don't know what I'm doing here. My breathing feels wrong. My mind is breaking me apart. They're not with me anymore. I can see. Oh shit. Oh no, we finna read that. What that say? There's only, I know the bar is kind of covering. There's only the sound of mutilation now. Back to this mutilation shit. There's a surprise waiting for you, Alice. I don't know if I, what the fuck? Yo, she like, oh shit, this is even too much for me. Alice? Bro, and then they always have these long ass shots. This is just creepy visual, bro. Okay, can we? What is this? Oh shit. Yo, y'all can read that. I mean, I'm a pause it, but y'all can read that yourself. Okay, bro. So in this, it's basically saying, first of all, it's a year later from the last episode or the last report that we saw. And it's saying that basically they're talking about, yeah, she was like schizophrenic or whatever. She had this episode, I guess. This is one of her times that she was in Wonderland, and they found her at like in like a ravine almost. It's somewhere deep in the earth, and she was injured, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do a lobotomy on her just to see like what's going on in her brain. Hopefully we can fix her. It lasted 30 days, and when she came to, she was like good. Like she was showing the opposite symptoms or whatever, but she's saying, or excuse me, but the report is saying that the stuff that typically happens when you have a lobotomy did not happen. She didn't have any memory loss. She wasn't shaking or anything. Like, I don't know. Something was different with her. So. And we already know that was it for that one. Okay, now we're on the smiling cat. This is the last one. See, like, these aren't the most jump scare heavy, but it's just the atmosphere, bro. I love analog horrors. I really do. I need to play some more analog horror games. I need to find some. I think I played one. That was the one video I've ever done on analog horror on the channel. Was that one game back in like 22 or something like that. Okay, there she is. And donde me encuentro? My bad, y'all. Okay, I hit subtitles really quick. Hopefully this helps. Where am I? Just woke up. Why do I feel paralyzed? I was about to say, she's not moving. I can't feel my body. It's like she's stuck there. Oh my god. Can we be for real? That just scared the dog shits out of me, y'all. What did I just say? Analog horror does not have a lot of jump scares. It is the visuals and the sound that are supposed to get you. So when they throw in a jump scare, it's dead silent, bro. I was not expecting that. Holy crap. The smiling cat. I'm suffering. You're letting my body rot. My flesh is falling off of me. And then oh. You're in a trance. They want you to sleep, never to dream again. I'm no longer whole. My legs are burning. My face is broken. Yeah, I can fucking see that. I need you to come back. Ask yourself why you're here. I know someone who can help us. They're talking about the doctors never wanting her to visit Wonderland again, never to go back because they think she's crazy. I think he said, I know a friend, a wise friend, that can help them out. The caterpillar is cooked. Look at all this imagery on the wall. I hope you still remember. Yo. Pinocchio analog horror. Hold on, I ain't signed up for that. All right, yo, that was Alice in Dreams. That really kicked up that second half of the video, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm just watching it and everything that's happening to her, I'm like piecing it together. I'm like, okay, yeah, the doctors are, you know, whoever's reporting, doing the lobotomy, excuse me. They're like, yeah, we need to fix her. We don't want her to go back to Wonderland. They don't know it's Wonderland, but for her, it's Wonderland. We don't want her to have more of these episodes. She's hurting herself, stuff like that. And Alice, meanwhile, everything that's happening in her conscious, bro, in Wonderland is all this dark shit is going down now. And this one, she was talking about she's paralyzed. The other one, she said she had to go down to the subconscious and she literally just mutilated somebody. They kept bringing up mutilation throughout the series, and she's seeing all this dark stuff and then she's feeling it because she has such a connection with this world. That shit is really cool. That I know I keep gassing it up. This is why I love analog horror, because you can take a concept that is inherently creepy or something that's not. That's the beauty of horror. You can take anything, but something that is creepy or something that isn't, and you can turn it into this atmosphere. And then the dialogue in it too, with the wording, like, that was so cool. As of right now, that is the most recent episode. This was about 2 months ago, so I know there's gonna be more. When they drop it, we're gonna be back because I'm locked into this now. That was cool. All right, y'all, this second video I have for this week, this will be the last one we react to, is the Tangy virus, or the Tangy virus, and it is by Vintage 8. I actually found this one in a playlist of analog horrors that I might react to at a later date, but this one came out about 3 years ago, and again, I've never seen it. I know I'm just now starting to get back into it, but typically the really popular analog horrors that come up, people will make videos about them, and because I have a lot of horror content on my YouTube, I will still get it. But this one was not reacted to or like not seen by a lot of people, but it is very popular. It has about 67K likes, so I want to see what this is about. The Tangy virus. Tangy virus.
Researcher Dr. Julia Williams. Station Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date the 8th of August 1988. Report: several cases of an unidentified infection have been reported in several parish residents. Patients were reported to have been swimming in the Tick-4 River prior to symptoms.
Okay.
Additional notes: blood samples have been ordered from each patient. Water samples were taken from 3 key areas of the river.
Something going on with the river.
Sample 1, outside Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay. Voice acting is nice. I don't gotta read this shit because I would not be able to pronounce whatever that says. Okay, so they're on the lake. So something with this lake, and there's an unidentified virus.
Near Kate's Crossing.
That's always one of my biggest fears, bro. It's still happening nowadays. We just had COVID. COVID is still going on, but you know, society has kind of returned back to normal. But just like, what if this unidentified?
Sample 3, North Parish.
North Parish. Okay, so 3 different parts of the lake. That's where they got the samples from. But what if this virus just pops up and nobody knows what to do? We do not have, it's like the Black Plague. Like we don't have anything for it, bro. That's kind of like what cancer is now. There is no like definitive cure for cancer.
Results are expected in 7 to 8 business days. A follow-up to this entry will be made shortly after.
By the way, y'all seen the runtime on this one. This is 36 minutes. We are going over an hour for this episode.
Researcher Dr. Julia Williams. Station Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date the 18th of August 1988.
So a week later.
Report:
inconclusive.
Levels of aluminum and copper were discovered. Neither should have produced the symptoms found in patients.
Okay. So they're saying
blood work yielded negative results. Common pathogens consistent with symptoms were not present.
Saying that what they found should not line up for the condition these people are in.
Many of the patient's symptoms have improved. Several, however, have worsened by developing meningitis. 28 new patients have been admitted, all with initial symptoms of itchy throat, skin rash, irritated eyes, nausea, and diarrhea. I suspect we're dealing with something viral.
Yeah, this is definitely some type of virus.
Infant. Condition asymptomatic. Patient 2. Adult. Condition deceased.
Damn. So the baby was, it didn't have any symptoms, but they had the virus.
Patient 3. Child. Condition stable.
Excuse me. That child has conditions, but
Patient 4. Adult. Condition stable. Lost child.
oh, okay. So they lost their kid. Their kid died because they got it.
Autopsy results. Patient 2. Tumor found near spine. More tests need to be conducted on surviving patients. Tape 3. Unknown pathogen identified. Researcher, Dr. Julia Williams. Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date, the 5th of November, 1988.
This is about 2.5 weeks later.
Report, I believe to have discovered a new pathogen in the waterways near Kate's Crossing. It was also found in the bloodwork of our patients.
Okay.
We are nicknaming the disease, the Tangi virus.
Tangi. Okay.
Report continued. The parish government has been notified. Blood samples, water samples, and biopsies have been sent to the CDC.
I'm assuming y'all at least cut the lake off. Keep these people isolated. Y'all don't know what that is, bro. Excuse me. Okay, so he just trying to see what this shit do. That unknown pathogen found. Gonna put it under that little thing. I forgot what that machine is called, but where you can see up close. What you got, bro? Okay. The concept of this is so freaky. I know I just said it, but something we've never... Society's come a long way. Humanity's come a long way. We're not perfect. Far from it still, but...
Biopsy results. The tumor yielded a strange and frightening discovery. They were filled with aggressive worm-like organisms. As impossible as this may seem, but it appears the organisms are being birthed from the virus. Almost like they are being hatched.
Oh, what? And then inside of people? You said aggressive worm-like organisms that are being found within the pathogen that is inside of these people right now. But like, imagine just having to discover this and it's like, dude, this is... Whatever this is not something we've ever dealt with before. That concept is scary to me. Yeah, those definitely worm-like. But this shit got me like mad uncomfortable because I just hate thinking about shit like that, bro. Like humanity, if something like this happened and we couldn't find a solution for it, humanity could end tomorrow. Like
Results. Further tests are needed. Additional thoughts. The idea of discovering a new virus is both terrifying and exciting. I'm just glad we identified the pathogen before it had a chance to spread.
yeah, if those people died, they died, but you got to keep them locked down.
Cause for concern. Researcher, Dr. Julia Williams. Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date, the 7th of January, 1989.
It's about 2 months later.
Report. My supervisor has informed me that the CDC is still processing the samples sent 2 months ago. An official statement should be coming soon. However, he was assured that the pathogen in question was not a serious threat. I find this shocking considering what I have found in my own research.
And a lot of these analog horrors.
This is an analytic cycle. However, in time, it undergoes a type of metamorphosis.
Yeah, we see that. A lot of these analog horrors is always somebody gatekeeping the lethal thing.
The viral stage seems to be its immature form. Once the worm-like parasites emerge, they immediately seem to gravitate toward the brain and nervous systems.
Yep.
Survivors show negative results for Tangi virus. However, I am wondering what might be going on in their head as the only way to detect the secondary infection may be an autopsy. I believe it may be in our best interests if I contact the CDC myself.
Yeah, because
The CDC hasn't received our samples. When confronted as to why, my supervisor claims that another parish confirmed that the pathogen to be Giardia. I find this to be not only outrageous but inane. Why would he lie about sending the samples to the CDC? And Giardia, a grade schooler wouldn't confuse Giardia with the tangivirus.
yeah, there's something going on. Somebody
Tipping point.
trying to keep this for themselves.
Julia Williams, Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date, the 4th of April, 1989.
3 months later.
Report. Despite my repeated warnings, the parish government is promoting its waterways to its citizens and surrounding parishes. Apparently,
What?
That's why the CDC was not alerted. The riverways are big money and no one in the administration wants a potentially deadly disease scaring the tourists.
Bro, it's potentially deadly.
Bureaucracy. I fear this could be ground zero for a major outbreak, and not a Giardia.
This summer, it's an ad. It's an ad saying basically go back. That's what I was trying to say. It's always some higher power. Like they find something lethal, not even, I was gonna say potentially lethal, but lethal.
However, the potential pandemic isn't the most concerning piece of news that I've received.
And they trying to plug it to the public.
With her bare hands.
Brutally killed with her bare hands?
She kidnapped
Oh, with her husband with her bare hands. And he kidnapped someone else's kid after killing their parents.
Patient 3 also violently attacked his parents.
The parasite is doing something to them, bro.
The 3 were last spotted in the waterways near Kate's Crossing.
What, like they went back?
In addition, several people have been reported to have gone missing on the river. I am convinced it is all connected.
Yeah, you on to something. And these people is trying to...
Tape 6. Bad to worse. Researcher, Dr. Julia Williams. Station, Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date, the 18th of October,
Over half a year later now.
Report. The summer went exactly as I figured. More sick, most get better quickly, which means no one cares about the possible secondary infection. I can't in good conscience allow this to continue. Despite pleading with everyone in my department, no one will listen to my concerns. I'm thankful I live outside of this parish.
Yeah.
They are building a landfill near the river. The rumor in the town is they are covering something up.
Yeah.
Some say it's a spaceship.
Government is doing, they up to something with the CDC too, like.
But I don't have time for that nonsense. I think it's time I threatened to go to the press. Addendum, and I was terminated, effective immediately.
Wow.
However, when I returned to my office, I found a tape on my desk. There was a note that simply said, Lab 8, come at night. The following was recovered from a missing persons case.
What is going on? This is them at the river. I'm assuming this is the patient, maybe, I guess, at the river with some other people before they went missing. But yeah, whatever the tangivirus is, the government and the CDC want to keep it. And even though they know it's potentially lethal, they still open it up to the public because they didn't want to lose money. And now they got all this stuff happening. And they know they fucked up, so now they're trying to cover it up. A big ass alligator crocodile. What is that?
Based on what I've seen on this tape, I will return tonight.
Okay.
Tape 7. Alien. Researcher. Dr. Julia Williams. Station. Kate's Crossing Health Unit. Date. The 18th of October, 1989. Continued.
Alien.
Report. I was shocked to find my supervisor and his assistant were the ones who left the tape. Apparently, they have been trying to figure out who they can trust with the current threat. They believe most of the parish government has been infected.
Oh.
Regardless, what they showed me in Lab 8 was disturbing to say the least. The virus is sentient. It doesn't want to just spread. It wants control.
The government's been infected. So now you have these people you think you can trust telling you like, yeah, it's good, but really it's the parasite talking.
From what we can observe, the worms spread throughout the body's nervous system, so they can override the host when needed. The tumor acts as a second brain. Even decapitated, the worms keep the dog's head alive.
What?
Scene, most will simply succumb to the virus, lose control. A small portion will perish. The remaining will mutate into giant amphibious creatures. Afterwards, we went to my supervisor's, Jim's home. He and Jay spent hours telling me how the local government is planning to introduce the virus to the water and food supplies.
Oh my.
We discussed plans of how to go public over a bottle of wine. Alien invasion by way of viral infection is frightening, but I must admit, it feels good to no longer feel alone.
Yeah, you got people trying to help you, but it's about to get bad real quick.
The end or the beginning. Personal journal. Dr. Julia Williams. Date, the 19th of October, 1989.
The next day.
Thoughts, I must have passed out, because when I woke up, I was alone. Jim left me a note. It said two things. Welcome to the family and see you back at work in 2 weeks.
Fired and rehired in 24 hours. Must be some kind of record.
Then I guess the real battle begins. Last night, Jim seemed pretty confident that we will be able to get both the CDC and military involved.
Okay. Also, the CDC doesn't know yet.
November 1989. Back to work and back to war. I'm feeling under the weather, but Jim and I have a big meeting today. Time to discuss the future. Odd. Jim wasn't him today, but he left the bottle of wine that we shared 2 weeks ago. It had instructions to analyze. So I did as asked.
Okay.
Oh God. I am infected with the Tangier virus.
I was about to say, what if you're going? That wine y'all shared.
I immediately left. As I drove away, the staff at the entire building followed me to the parking lot and watched me as I drove away. They were all smiling. How can I be so gullible?
Oh my gosh, Oh, that's dark. When they realized that she was onto them, I don't know if the lab, like everyone in the lab is infected as well, or maybe they're just working with the government to cover this up. But she basically said, I'm going to go to the press with this and tell people what's really going on here. They fired her. And then her boss and like one other person, I forgot who she said, was like, yeah, we trust you. We believe you. We want to get this under wraps. Basically, they had like a dinner party type thing. And I don't know, something with wine. It's a pathogen, so it can go through with spit and stuff like that, like, you know, bloodborne shit like that. She shared this bottle of wine with them, and it was to get her infected so that she could become part of the hive mind. They never trusted her. They never wanted her back at work. They wanted to make sure that she was a non-factor going forward. Dude, that's crazy. She said, how could I be so gullible?
February 1990. I'm working in a veterinarian's office. I've been poisoning my body with anti-parasite drugs and chemotherapy meant for dogs. I'm 40 pounds underweight, bald, my mouth is covered in sores, but I've kept the disease from overtaking me. But I'm just buying time until I can figure out how to cure this thing.
She's locked in.
The 23rd of April, 1990.
Look at the jumps in time.
At my skull. The drugs aren't as effective anymore. My fingers are spasming.
Oh
my eyes are twitching. I am dying.
This is
the 5th of May, 1990. I've been having the strangest dreams. I've been thinking about Ireland, France, moving to the States for med school. The 15th of June, 1990. I miss my mom and dad. There's so much I wanted to do. I wanted to meet someone, grow old, have kids. Now I'll never do anything.
She's going through these stages, dude.
1990. I can hear them now. They want me to consider them my children. I consider them a plague. The 21st of September, 1990. I lost my job at the vet's office. My memory isn't what it used to be. I'm mailing these tapes to the FPTV cable station, the council too. Maybe they can use what I learned to save us.
She's going.
The 8th of October, 1990. I'm ending things tonight. If anyone watching this wants to know my last words, there. Boil anything you drink. It kills the virus.
She was able to figure that out. That's it for that character. After the old FPTV building was torn down, hundreds of old VHS tapes needed to be digitized and cataloged. Yo, most of it seemed mundane, but on December 3rd, 90, excuse me, a mysterious message in the channel's nightly ad section. It only appeared once. Advertising on the FPTV reader border is easy. 419-8437. Alvarez Nursery 345-4421. The address. Merry Christmas. Okay, these are all the ads. Announce your child's birth. So these are the normal ads. What's about to be in here? Don't trust your government. They have sold you out.
They have sold you out. You have been warned.
From a friend. There it is. Happy holidays from Tangophobia. Hey, yo, they got a whole thing dedicated to this virus now. People know what it is, but 3 days later, an ill-timed boil advisory appeared during a pre-recorded newscast to boil your stuff because it kills the virus. What the hell? Tango fire or whatever. I don't know how you say that.
By working with the property owners and other concerned groups throughout the parish, we have made great strides in cleaning the river such as this. The Netaubani River is a big concern of ours. By having the landfill nearby, it does create a possible image of polluting that river, but I can assure you, we at the landfill are making every effort that we possibly can to see that the landfill does not pollute any river, any stream, any body of water throughout this parish. And I am...
Boil water advisory in effect. For I'm just gonna say Tangophobia. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that area. I'm just gonna say Tangy, the Tangy virus. We know what it is. So her messages got through. She's gone, that main character that we've seen, but her messages got through, and now somebody
very adamant about the personnel at the landfill.
Somebody is leaking this in through with the government things that are basically saying, yeah, trust the river.
Out there that might be damaging to any stream, that they're to report it to me and the proper authorities immediately. We have formed this committee, and the committee is going to be very active.
He came and keep his word straight
at the landfill, and to see that if there is a problem on the Netaubani River, that we can address it, and if it is a problem that can be solved or created by the landfill itself, it will be handled and handled properly.
It's like he's reading that shit off a piece of paper, bro. He can't even say that shit with a straight face, with straight words. Boiling water saves lives. 15-second spot. Director Chad Peterson. What did that say? I'm so sorry. Director Chad Peterson. Producer Tangy Government. Instructions for immediate play at top and bottom of every hour. Oh, so they had this playing at the top and the bottom at the start of the hour and at the when the hour is about to close out, bro. Boiling water saves lives. They're getting through. Our work is getting through. That kills the virus. But from your local government, within a week of the boil advisory, the parish was gripped into an environmental disaster. I was about to say, that doesn't check out though, because the government didn't want this to go.
Health unit on Club Deluxe Road between Hammond and Ponchatoula. Just one hallmark of growth and steady improvement here in Tangipahoa.
The government wanted this to keep spreading, right?
With his parish president Gordon Burgess And Gordon, here at the health unit, we can certainly see evidence of a parish government on the grow and on the move.
Yes, Ken, we can. We have this new unit here on Club Deluxe Road, and then we also have the new unit in A-Meet that's on Highway 16 west of town, and we're very proud to have the 2 health units in the parish to accommodate.
You visit the health unit if you have any of the following ailments: itchy throat, rash, irritated eyes. Okay, this is all the
whatever
these are all the symptoms.
To the people, we feel like that we have the facilities now that will satisfy those.
You talking straight bullshit.
Stay with us, everybody, because in addition to this facility here, we'll show you other hallmarks in Tangipahoa.
Few days, the boy advisor was dropped with no warning, no news coverage, just a strange 15-second spot. Yeah, they didn't want people to know. Drinking water saves lives. Drinking water saves lives. Not they're infecting the water. Boy advisory. That's what I was about to say. That doesn't check out, bro. So somebody did get through with her work, and now the government is shutting it down because they've realized, and they're like, yeah, drink your water. Your water is good. There's no virus in it. For the next 3 months, the parish government employed an aggressive pro-drinking water campaign. This is back then before bottled waters was really big.
Typical day in anywhere USA, whether rural or urban, will be forever changed.
Hell no.
The aftermath of such devastation will see a shift, a return in focus to the small town roots of morality. A morality that has remained rooted and intact beneath the camouflage of the everyday citizen's hustle. Life is a fragile gift that is delivered to us in pieces, in small moments, and it only achieves meaning as we cherish and blend the pieces.
Straight line of these people.
Insignificant pieces into a full, universal whole.
Or I guess maybe they're overtaken by the virus at this point, right? Despite the continuous pro drinking water ads, seem to be getting back to normal. Okay, they got their normal ads now. Drink water. That's crazy, dude. And this is how it would really go down. This isn't even like supernatural or anything. Not necessarily the corruption of the government and them like feeding this false information to people, but like if a virus were really to spread and it was in the waterways, they gonna advertise you to drink your water until they know something is wrong, but they do know something is wrong.
Unknown substance detected in the water. Do not drink the water. Do not bathe in the water.
Yep.
Do not give to pets. Boiling is not enough. Water could be highly toxic. Something unnatural is in the water. The sick are no longer human. Stay human. Don't drink the water.
And what a scary ad. Someone else got through with another ad. What a crazy thing for them to just say, don't drink the water. What are we supposed to do? But that's how you stay alive. The parish at the time, according to the parish, living in the parish at the time, panic followed the message broadcast. Okay. All of them declined an interview. Anti-water messages began to appear during random broadcasts. Somebody's getting back to work. Imagine how scary that would be. These people just living their lives in. List of areas to purchase bottled water. That's what I was trying to say earlier. This is back when store-bought water wasn't super popular. But some people, you know, they gotta get that faucet water, bro. But go get you a bottle of water. It's gonna save your life. That's what they're trying to say. Within days of the warning, parish officials began working around the clock at the landfill. They're trying to cover something up. What they were doing was never disclosed to the public. They always out there. We already know the landfill. Holy quality. I'm so sorry if this hurts anyone's eyes. We already know the landfill was specifically there to cover some shit up. What they were doing with the river. Okay. Assuming this is by the landfill, maybe people are staying overnight or something, or I'm not sure what this shot is. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, they just at work. They were given their orders basically. They said they were there around the clock. So like I said, our main character died. What are they covering up? Yep, that footage got out somehow. The following video played 24/7 for 1 week. Okay, let's see it. 24/7. Notice of evacuation. Take Highway 22, I-55, or I-12 and leave the parish. Get out of the area. It's gonna spread. They're gonna take over. Do not stop for law enforcement until you are outside of the parish. Until it's stopped abruptly. They're trying to evacuate these people, dude. Back to me, the FPTV is under new ownership. Yo, the bass boom. Stay tuned. Yeah, it's boy advisory lifted shit again. Same ad. There's like two forces working to try and save people and one trying to get everybody corrupted. Nothing was ever said of the odd event ever again. Most consider it a joke. A few think it was something more sinister. We will probably never know. If I got a random ad telling me to leave, I'm leaving. Tandy government has asked me to remove the videos. I'm not sure how long they'll remain up. Okay, so this comes from the perspective of the person who leaked this basically. In the late 90s, an unknown storm settled over southeast Louisiana. An unnamed storm? Okay. Flash floods occurred without warning. Oh shit. Most of the population was trapped when the river overflowed. The area was devastated, but the towns of Kate's Crossing was perhaps hit the worst, I think it said. The fire department sent volunteers to evacuate its citizens. And the river that was contaminated overflowed everything. Despite their best efforts, the bodies of 200 people were never found because they returned to the river, bro. We seen that earlier in the video. Most blame the rising rivers, but some say it was something else. Men and women serving that day still doesn't speak of the Great Flood. Still don't speak of the Great Flood, excuse me. This tape is the only first-hand account of that event. Okay. We're about to see what happened. Yeah, there's the river.
Gary, come in. What's your ETA?
5 minutes, give or take.
Copy that. Holler back when you get on scene.
Roger that. Over and out. Molly, come in.
Go ahead.
I'm at the old church and there's nobody here.
You at the Old Baptist?
Looking right at it, and it's empty.
Somebody must have beat you to it. Look, we got an elderly couple southbound. Can you do it?
10-4, I'm on it.
Trying to help evacuate people, and they're literally on like boat, I think. That's how bad the flood was.
Hey Molly, the elderly couple is MIA. Can you call HQ and see if someone's making these rescues?
10-4, I'll put the word out.
Oh, they're basically saying, oh shit, they're basically saying like they went to go get people and they were given locations of where people were at.
Molly, I'm at the Collinswood subdivision. Where are they?
All the way in the back.
10-4.
And when they got there, there were just no one there. Somebody else got them.
Molly, I'm at the back of the Collinswood. No one's here. There's no way someone else evacuated 30 people. Have you heard anything from HQ?
Either that or they're just going missing in the river.
Try again. What the hell?
What the fuck was that?
Sorry, trying to get some caffeine.
No, I heard something.
Wouldn't worry about it. Probably just an animal. The other guy said they've been hearing all sorts of stuff.
What animal?
Look, I'm gonna start making my way back to you, okay?
10-4.
What animal would be out in the flood like this? That sound like that. He said he's gonna go back. I think he makes it back because this tape was discovered, but
Gary, come in. How close are you to North Street?
About a block away.
We have a Jane Doe in need of medical. She has lacerations on her right arm. Says she was attacked by a monster in the middle of evacuation.
Oh,
a monster?
I don't know. Probably wasn't snake or gator. Hold on. Gary, I'm gonna have to let you go. Some kind of emergency in the front office.
Nothing like a flood to bring out the best in people.
These people dove into the river, went missing. And she's talking about she got attacked by a monster. They're creating something, the parasite.
Molly, again, there's no one here, but something doesn't seem right.
No response.
Molly, you there? Molly, come in, please. Jesus Christ, that
What is
sounds
that?
close.
Hell no. It trashed his boat. He's running. Gary Davis was never found. Lieutenant Gary Davis. During the cleanup, rumors of monsters in the water circulated through the community. That was definitely something. However, the parish government quickly squashed those rumors. They're trying so hard to cover this up. Tangi parish government. What bullshit they got to say this time.
We were able to enact some Pure Waters Act ordinances that help clean up some of the waste, the household waste that was going into our river. And I guess we probably have the cleanest river. The Tangipahoa Parish, the Tangipahoa River is the cleanest river in the state. But yet, we are the only state that's still labeled as being polluted, and you can't swim or fish or tube in it.
And again with this shit, bro. Oh my gosh. So I just have to remember, I think the entire government is corrupted by these parasites. People to this day go missing in the river, in the Tangipahoa river, excuse me. I'm slurring my words and shit. And it's still going on. It said to this day, like that's it. It's talking about monsters in the river. The government's trying to cover it up. And it's saying come visit it. But
we invite you to come visit the best kept secret in Louisiana, Tangipahoa Parish. Business is booming, restaurants have reopened, miles of waterways are ready for you to enjoy. Every weekend, there's something fun to do in our little parish. Since the Great Flood, we have rebuilt our community into the perfect place to raise your family. So come and visit your friends in Tangipahoa Parish. You might even find you'll never want to leave, but if you do, we'll be happy to send a piece of our community home with you. We here in Tangipahoa Parish are proud to announce Tangi Water will be available in every major supermarket in America. And who knows, maybe soon, people all over the world might get a chance to enjoy a cool, refreshing taste of Tangi Water. Tangi Water, it'll change you.
they managed to get it through still, and now it's spreading. Yo, and then this video just popped up. I think this is from the same guy, I'm assuming, the Oracle Project sequel to the Tangi virus. We're gonna have to hop on that next. The AI knows how you will die. Yo, that was crazy. That's so insane. So at first I was trying to say it earlier, I got kind of cut off. I didn't want to talk over it too much, but at first I thought it was just saying like the government was corrupt, but not in the literal sense. Just like they knew that they had messed up and they wanted to keep this under wraps. They had the landfill there and everything, but I think early on in the video it specified that these people who are running the Tangi government, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce like the actual name, but the people who are running that government were already infected. And then the people working in the lab were also already infected. The parasite had got to them already, and it knew that that these people were trying to expose it. So it basically shut down their brains. It said it was acting as a second brain to override thoughts. Shut down their brains. And then the only person who ever knew of it, who knew that something was wrong, she basically got set up. And they put the shit in her head as well. And she lasted about 9 months. I think it maybe said she made it to October of the following year, and she succumbed to it too. But she said boil the water. And then whoever found those tapes and was like, okay, yeah, we have to stop this, they were trying to sprinkle it in during broadcasts and stuff like that. They were basically fighting the government. Now that I'm thinking about it too, because everything in here seems intentional, they did say that there was something that they were working on the landfill that was never disclosed to the public. Like they never said what it was. And then they said a storm hit and basically this intense flood happened. What if what they were working on at the landfill was to purposely make it so that the river could flow out? The storm, whatever a storm came through, or like whatever rained really heavy, the river was going to overflow. Maybe that was always the plan. And then people were talking about monsters, because they said early on as well that people were returning to the river and disappearing in general. This is how you know an analog horror was good. This is how you know horror was good. I'm thinking like, and now we got this part 2. Basically it says the sequel, the Oracle Project. Trust I'm gonna be on that. Look, I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to taking in a bunch of information at once, especially in like a fashion like this, but I love when a piece of media can just outline all the dread that you need to know and just sprinkle it in through whatever you're watching or playing or whatever. Like, this is going down, people are trying to fight it, but in the end it's not gonna help. This is gonna be the end result. I love that. This was so heat. All right, that's gonna do it for this week's Scuffed and Scary. Dude, I'm so glad I got to react to these two. That Alice one was crazy and depicts Wonderland in a different light than what we're usually used to. Depicts the more sinister side of it and shows what Alice was going through and just everything that happened in Wonderland. Because like I said, Wonderland was no happy case. It was, people were dying, Alice was going insane, bloodshed, shit like that. And then the Tangi virus one with the Tangi River and the government, that person trying their hardest to fight back, that first half of the video. Now we know there's a sequel. I'm gonna watch that really soon. I don't know if it'll be next week, but it'll be really soon. But I can't even, you just heard my thoughts on it, but that one was I was locked in. Like I said, we're gonna have this formula going forward. There are gonna be still some weeks where you have 3 to 4 videos. It depends on what I find, but I'm gonna start incorporating longer videos just so that you guys have more sustainable, longer episodes. Like I said, I typically just want to hit around like that 40-minute mark, but sometimes that's really hard to do when I have to find multiple videos. But if we keep getting shit like how we watched this week, I'm not mad doing 1 or 2. That was so cool. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, help me get something started, hit like, subscribe, and share it around. And with that being said, I'm gonna slide on out of here. Haven't eaten breakfast. I actually got up at like 7 to record this. So but with that being said, that is all the time I've got. Thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a good one and take care.